Hello, everybody, and good morning. I want to do a little card pull on Biden dropping out of the race. And then I guess depending on what comes out, you all can leave questions and I'll go back into this again with those questions. I'm going to do the same thing with the Trump reading that I did. I'm just running a little bit behind because this is Gavin's birthday weekend and I had to redo my whole backyard to get ready for his party. So I'm a little bit behind right now on readings. I do know that I still owe everyone the Trump reading and the next phase of the John O'Keefe, Karen Reed. So I didn't forget about them. It's my son's birthday, so that comes first. So I'm a little bit behind right now. Okay, so this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Let's start with, oh, that was a bad shuffle. Let's start with, that was a bad shuffle. Bad movement, bad moving around. What are the 5 steps that went into this becoming a solidified decision for him to drop out? The Hermit in reverse, so not my decision. Lovers, a choice made for me by not me. So if I'm Biden, this is a choice made for me, not by me. The Tower in reverse, but I kind of expected it. My world is not shaken upside down. This is a choice made for me, not by me, that I am not necessarily freaking out about. 9 of Cups in reverse. I kind of read this in this scenario as a little bit of an ego wound. This isn't really what I wanted because I don't want the feedback that's going to come from it, is kind of what I'm getting from that. And then we have Strength. So someone else overpowered me to make it so that this decision was made not by me, but for me by another person. I'm okay with it, even though it's not really what I wanted, but I know that I don't necessarily have all the say in it. That's interesting. What about the VP Harris? What are her feelings about Biden dropping out? I have to sneeze 1 second. Excuse me. I was a little under the weather all weekend, so it's still coming out. All right, so what is Harris's feelings about Biden dropping out? We'll do the same thing, 5 cards. The Lovers. That's interesting because we just had that representing a choice. So it feels like this is saying that the choice really came into, can we push Harris if we take down Biden? The Hanged Man, very interesting. A feeling of surrender, like, okay, I'll go with whatever I'm being told to do here, by the Emperor. So it feels like there's a lot of chess pieces moving behind the scenes that are directed by a larger hand. And it's like a similar effect of surrender with Biden and Harris, but it feels like there's a little more excitement when it comes to how Harris is reading it. Death in reverse. So what kind of change is she resisting? 4 of Cups in reverse. I didn't want this offer before, but something has changed my mind and made me want the offer. So it's that hand offering a cup. It says resistance to change. So before I did not want this, now I do. What has changed in that regard? Or maybe before I didn't feel ready for this as opposed to didn't want this. There's a change in the way that she perceives this happening now as opposed to how she had it happening before. What is that change? 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Wands in reverse. That's interesting. A delay of protection. What does that mean? A delay of protection. 9 of Cups in reverse, not necessarily what I wanted. 3 of Wands, waiting for my ships to sail in. A delay in protection, not what I wanted, waiting for something. Is it fair to... Oh, That almost just came out. Hold on. I think I'll just word it like that. Is it fair to say that Harris was hesitant about stepping forward until Biden really made it clear with his action, the way he was carrying himself, that there was kind of no hope for him to fulfill his term if he were to win? Almost like, I guess I'm saying, Harris didn't feel fully comfortable or ready to step into this role until Biden had kind of proven to everyone that there's no way that he'd be able to play that position. Yeah, King of Wands in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse. So that's what I was trying to defend myself against. Almost like she didn't want people to feel as though, and let's word it this way. Is it fair to say that initially Harris was expecting her to assume the presidential role during Biden's term if he were to win, and was not doing well? She didn't all the way feel ready to step into that role until he completely drained out, like shown everyone his inability to really fulfill the role. So at first, is it fair to say she expected that to occur if he were to win, and her stepping in during the presidency? This change, she feels like now will be okay instead of waiting till then, because of how Biden has been handling himself recently. Especially, yeah, Page of Swords, standing in a defense. I want to defend my stepping forward so that I don't get the unnecessary pushback, and I give myself the best chance. I almost feel like it has something to do with that. Like, initially she felt like she had a better chance if Biden were to win and then step down during the term, but something recently has changed that in her mind, and now she's like, okay, I don't need to wait for that. I'm ready to do this now. Where initially I might not have felt ready, but because of how Biden was being portrayed and handling himself, I feel ready now. Is that fair to say? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, yes. The one taking over the job, the role. All right. So we had someone coming out as the Emperor, and I'm splitting the deck to Queen of Pentacles and Justice in reverse. That changes my next question. Is it fair to say that Kamala is not the first choice of whoever that Emperor is behind the scenes that's calling the shots here? Four of Swords in reverse. The Moon. Yeah, no, something's still to be seen. Something kind of lying in wait, a change that hasn't all the way unfolded yet. I do think that, a bad shuffle is what I said in the beginning. This would be the bad shuffle. What's the bad shuffle that I said in the beginning referring to? Organized crime in reverse, follow the money. So trying to conceal a group, but you can trace it to the person if you follow the money. Is there still more shaking up to go? There's still more changes in terms of who will be running. Blackmail paid off in reverse. Escape, run away in reverse. So not running away, running towards. Blackmail paid off. Can't pay me enough to be silent. What does that mean? You can't pay me enough to be silent. I don't need your money. You can't pay me enough to be silent. Or you can't pay me to back down. Meeting. A behind the scenes meeting between whom and whom. Lies on its side. Psychic abilities, intuition in reverse, gift package in reverse, giving something back that was taken. Psychic abilities, intuition in reverse, someone we don't expect. I was looking back through previous readings about things that I had gotten about Biden and this recent or before. And I think it was about a year ago. I'll find the clips and post them again. But about a year ago, I had gotten a reference to Michelle Obama. And I don't know now if that just means a woman, which could be Harris, or I don't know if that's more direct, as in someone else stepping forward. But I feel like we're not seeing everything yet that's going to be changing before the election. There's still, like, it feels like kind of major changes. Seven of Swords in reverse, a change of strategy. 10 of Pentacles, keep it in the family. And in a reading about, I think it was like 8 or 6 months ago, and again, I'll post about someone who's not yet running will be coming forth to run. Now, technically, that could be Harris because she was not running for the position that she's now going to be running for if she does step forward. But it feels like somebody else. You know what? Let me go back and get those clips and add them in, and I'll pull some cards as I do that and see what we get. Let's just do this for now. What comes now because of Biden stepping down officially? Let's do 2 rows of 5. What comes now because of Biden stepping down officially? Dismemberment in reverse is the only one we can see right now, which is the pieces all coming together instead of the pieces falling apart. So the pieces all coming together. All right. So we have danger, grandparent elder in reverse. Oh, okay. We're starting from Biden stepping down. So danger, grandparent elder in reverse says to me, it's not a good idea to leave someone in a position like Biden was in if they are not able to handle the mental pressure that would come from negotiations and such that are needed to keep us out of danger. This to me is like, it's dangerous to leave Biden in this position. Faked death, new life. So we got to get him out of here so he can just go do his thing, and we can get someone that would help bring the pieces back together. Money, confirmation, yes. So someone who's better equipped to handle the pressures of keeping us out of danger, especially in terms of negotiations. Pattern repetition. Surveillance in reverse. So something getting ready to unfold that we've seen before but are not expecting to see again. Gift and package, being given something. Change of plans. I don't know. I think someone else is going to be coming forward. I really do. Law enforcement under money. Change of plans. Law enforcement. I have a clarifier for law enforcement. Cleanup. Someone, they're planning to put someone into place that they feel can completely sweep Trump out of the running. Is that fair to say? I feel like with Harris, they still feel as though it's up in the air, but there's someone that they could put in that they feel like would be a shoo-in against Trump, but Biden had to be out of the way. Good, correct. Can I have 2 cards to represent that person? Follow the money. Follow the money. Why does that keep coming up? Freedom in reverse. Follow the money straight to a trap. Follow the money straight to a trap. Someone who is vocally very against Trump already. I almost want to say someone that has the means to fund their own campaign if they needed to, in a very like, let's do this quick and fast type of way. All right, let me find the old clips and link them in 1 second. Okay, let's play this. Grandparent and hotel motel in reverse. We got the parent card for the person he's going to make mad. That would be like our parent, like someone that we need to be on our side that he makes mad. Grandparent, hotel, motel in reverse gives me the image of like putting a grandparent in a home, like, okay, he's done. This to me looks like the downfall of Biden is approaching. How I said with Trump, it's going to be like one thing after another, like boom, Trump, boom, 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 newsline, newsline, newsline. It's going to be like that with Biden, but it's going to be I don't know, like things that were more difficult to prove before will become more accessible to be proven somehow, because you know, there's like marble mazes where you drop the marble in and it goes to the certain place where it's supposed to go at the bottom. Like it's almost like that. Like someone has dropped in the marble that is, like it says on it, it's time to start Biden's downfall. Like boop, that's what's happening right now. But where the other issues were kind of meant to be only distraction, this is meant to be assumed to be a distraction, but it actually holds important key pieces in with it. Allegedly, my opinion. So we got fake death, new life, and royalty. So this is the person that was represented by the emperor behind the scenes that's preparing to get Biden out of position to get someone else into the position. Now let's look at what came out here. I don't know why this doesn't want to focus. Perversion. So making something look like something it's not. God, higher power. Delays. Thief in reverse. Giving something back. Why do we keep getting the energy of giving something back? Something that we had before, we're getting again. Drugs, poison in reverse. So making something look like it's good, but it actually is not so much. Family, God, higher power. Someone who maybe uses religion to cover up their dirty deeds. AI and delays. It may look like there's a delay, but that's not the reality of the situation. Things are being moved into place for a reason, and part of that was getting Biden out. Medical emergency under thief. So giving something back. Giving something back to me would feel like someone who handled a crisis that Biden would not be equipped to handle in the current position. See if there's anything else on that one. 1 second. I'm going to pull 3 of these, just a little bit more detail into that, and then we're done for now. Ace of Clubs reversed. Contracts, documents, papers, an institutional building or hospital, a cellar, a house foundation. Industry, working alone is in reverse. So documents, which that's already being talked about. 10 of Hearts reversed, married couple, an antidote to any bad card, but it was in reverse. So it's like the things that he was able to skate by away from before are going to start all coming to catch up to him all simultaneously right now, because it was planned that way. Six of Diamonds in reverse.
Lands that way.
Something at a distance, technology, social warfare, but it's in reverse. It's like you don't stand a chance, because it's like that metaphor that I give sometimes of like the coat closet and everything's stuffed in there, and then if you open the door, everything's gonna fall out. It's that someone's about to open his coat closet door. Allegedly, my opinion.
Okay. So I said it's all a plan. That reading was a year ago. So things have been set into place for a year for it to look like it's time to take him out, to put someone else in. Breakup, divorce, separation in reverse, coming back together. That's the same thing as gift in reverse, getting something back. Warning alarm about flight and air travel. Something coming back together that's going to take flight that we need some kind of warning about. Fired in reverse, who's being hired for this position is not going to be honest. Whoever's stepping into place has a role or a hand in what led to the decision to take Biden out of the running. Is that fair to say? Whoever's coming into position has a hand. I guess I'm saying that to say whoever's coming into position has enough power and pull behind the scenes that they could get things to unfold over a year's time to make it look like there's no reason for Biden to still be in there and that they needed to take him out of the running. There's the same card. That is what it is, even though it's made to look like something else. All right, let me go to the next reading. 1 second. Okay. Next one.
By now, to replace the one about Biden, or not like replace it, but fill it in. 2 of these, and then 5 between tarot and the clarifiers. So 1 or 2, however many pop out. Male popped out, but what about a male? Collapse. Oh. Male collapse, and there's a watch. Male collapse. That makes me feel like Biden's about to fall again, but I don't know if that's hypothetically or literally or both. The Empress. Page of Cups. Hold on 1 second. Page of Cups. What? This feels more like about Camilla. 5 of Cups.
Kamala. I know I'm saying it wrong. I'm not great at names. Everyone doesn't need to tell me in the comments.
Cups reversed. Collapsed male. Empress, Page of Cups, 5 of Cups reversed. Is it possible Camilla could start to step into some of Biden's roles now?
I'd say.
I mean, if anyone's going to step in, it would be her. But if she steps in, that's sealing the fate of him not being able to run, because if you're president and you need someone else to fill in that role, how could you possibly run again? I mean, I've probably seen crazier things, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like if you are already president and you need someone to step in because you cannot competently conduct yourself, how could you also run at the same time? That would be sealing the fate. Like, you can't even do it now. How are you going to do it then? Right? Or
Let's see what these cards are. So the ones we can see is plot twist in reverse and witness. So to me, that's what we're all seeing now. That is what I said then, her stepping into the role. So I tend to believe that for the remainder of this presidency, she's going to be stepping into a lot of his roles now in a way that we can see. Colt in reverse to me here. I want to see the cards around Colt actually before I go into that. Let's see what these are. Secret, plot twist in reverse, witness. So something that we're still not expecting, even though we're seeing the changes, okay? Paper trail. What is it leading us to? Water in reverse. A lack of flow towards a revelation of a secret. So we're trying to time things appropriately so that we don't let out too much information before it's time to really reveal the information. It almost feels like they're going for like a wow factor about some change that's coming, if that makes sense. Health issues, plot twist in reverse. We expected this in terms of if you look at Biden's progression in mental decline. I know people are going to get mad, but I mean, just watch an interview. You'll see what I mean. Danger, paper trail, Colt in reverse. So it's like those who are making these decisions behind the scenes, they were seeing clearly that the inability to communicate effectively had reached a point where we have to do something. Otherwise, we're going to get into a bigger mess than we're already in. Let me see if there's anything else in that reading. Let's see. That's what this looks like to me. It's almost like there's such an intense reaction between how I said it's like news about Biden, news about Biden, news about Biden. There's like such a reaction to that it's going to be like maybe a health scare, like all the pressure or all the stress or something. But this tends to make me feel like in order to get that to happen, it's like he has to collapse on stage and not get up or something. Like he needs to have help. Hypothetically.
And I know he gets help, but this is like maybe an ambulance has to take him or something. Like he's not well. Or maybe it's not that he collapses. Maybe it's like he's just home and has to go to the hospital. But I feel like this is pointing towards I messed up real bad. Camilla needs to step in now, but they need to see me go down to know I'm stepping away or something like that. I'm wondering if this the incident that I'm talking about, I'm wondering if that's referring to the debate, because this news about him stepping down is coming very shortly after the debate that you saw it, I'm sure. Okay, let's flip these over. Digital, so what everybody's talking about that they saw on the screen. Contract paperwork in reverse. I feel like this is pointing to a confirmation of what I just said. Because of what everybody saw on their screens, there was a contract that was null and void, aka you're not going to run anymore. Mental health in reverse. And weapon. There's nothing you can say or do against this because you've now proven cognitive decline. That's just what I'm getting from the cards. Oops. I hit the wrong button. 1 second. 2 of these. 2 of clubs, a fight, a breakup, separation, a forced change, a coffin, conflicted self, something sharp. I wonder if he maybe breaks something or how I said it was like not what I wanted to happen, but I know that I can't really say anything. That's kind of what I said in the beginning of the reading with this card. Like a bone, I mean. And the sickness would be COVID. So not breaking a bone or anything, just I'm fighting against COVID and I'm in a weaker state. That's the separation. Divorce, lies. Do I want to go there? Riot in reverse, wealthy, affluent, upper class.
Is it fair to say that there's a bigger health concern going on and COVID is kind of the excuse or the forefront reason that we're getting that's actually covering up for something bigger that's going on with Biden? Natural causes in reverse. So unnatural causes, I would say yes, something bigger.
Because he falls and he gets back up, but what if he falls and he injures himself and then she would have to step in?
COVID.
So in that case, it would.
So I was reading it like a broken bone or something and falling on stage. It was two separate things. The debate being on stage, not going well, showing increased cognitive decline, and then mixed in the broken bone that I was referring to would be COVID.
Wouldn't necessarily be sealing fate because it's like, okay, I just have to relax for a little bit until I'm healed. So maybe it's that. But if he falls and doesn't get visibly injured right then it's like, my phone's dying. Then it would be like sealing his fate, I believe.
My phone's dying. Temperance, Page of Swords, Knight of Wands. Something that Biden needs to defend from that's coming on fast that could be a bigger health reason than we're seeing. I feel like there's something way bigger going on with Biden behind the scenes health-wise, and COVID is kind of the ruse. Okay, it's this. I have to take care of this, when it's actually something that feels to be a little bigger than just COVID. Allegedly, my opinion, no facts. 1 second.
Okay, sorry. Ben is dying. Last card. Last bit of details about this. King of Clubs. A patriarch.
Biden.
Oh, wait. Involved. Participates. Gets the job done. Stubborn, but respected.
See, I said it's going to look like it's a good change, but it's actually someone with an ulterior motive.
Yeah, to me, that's him stepping down because she's in the beginning of the row, and it's like the Empress to the Page of Cups. So it's like more like from behind the scenes to like coming out. And the Page is like, I guess you could say like a dream of Camilla's. Like, obviously, if you want to be vice president, it's a dream of yours to either be president or to have certain roles or something like that. So that to me would be like I'm stepping into, like the Empress before is like I'm taking care of behind the scenes, or I'm taking care of making sure that he is seen well or whatever. But this is like Page of Cups, like, oh, I'm stepping into what my dream was. Like I get to be up front. And then Five of Cups reversed is like, why is this happening? It's really happening because we need to move on from certain things that he said and get past them, because there's commotion.
I feel like these cards are going to confirm it's time for Biden to step down so that they can start to clean up the mess that was made by certain decisions, actions, and words. Yeah, well, New World Order, out with the old, in with the new. Science experiment. Can we really get certain pieces covered as we push other pieces so that people believe the narrative that we're pushing, so that they don't fight? Riot in reverse. We're trying to get what we want while keeping the peace and getting someone out of position a little bit late, but for a reason, because the person that's going to go into position will factor in better against Trump if there's not a lot of time for people to really sit and think about it. It's meant to be like a quick last minute switch. Is that fair to say? Embezzlement, down the rabbit hole. Follow the money. Where's the money hiding? Down the rabbit hole. Yes, there's more to see here, and you can unpack it as you follow the money after we figure out who's going to be in these positions. Who do they connect to in that sense? Oops.
That is what I'm getting.
Okay, there's more. Be right back. there's a little bit more in this video. Sorry, here we go.
Portal and debt in reverse. Something about trade. Something about trade is about to blow up. Let's see. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Cups. It's like a falling out of trade between the US and somebody else other than just China, but because of what just happened. Five of Wands, yeah, some kind of conflict. Like somebody who's forced to pick a side publicly and has to choose China. And that affects something with the US in terms of getting something in or skyrocketing price of something. But it's like something not from China. Obviously, there's going to be repercussions with China, but this is like China and. This seems like, let me use these two. For some reason, I feel like it's something medical. Like, I don't know.
I think I started this a little too early, but it'll be up in 1 second.
Feeling. Three of Clubs in reverse. Things getting worse. A long time. Disease, infection, negative growth, but in reverse. Deterioration and aggravation. A test or exam. Yeah, it would be like if the means that we use to test for some kind of sickness we get from some other country, and all of a sudden we can't get it, and then there's a scare of that or something.
COVID.
Ten of Diamonds in reverse. Large money card. Business success. Travel abroad. A plane. Nuclear. Powerful energy, crowds and arenas, the atomic bomb of a card. Fusion of forces, a medium sealed the deal, but it was in reverse. It's like something that we had locked in, we lose because of what's going on. So I see Camilla stepping forward, Biden taking a slip and fall, which he probably will get injured when he slips and falls instead, as opposed to getting back up and being okay, which will make it that much more of a big deal.
Accomplice partner. It's referring to COVID and mental decline instead of a slip and fall.
And I'm seeing this portal and debt in reverse as like a trade, a major trade. It feels more than an inconvenience, more like a trade devastation.
So essentially what I feel, rival competition, timeline issues, accomplice in reverse. We need to get someone who was not any longer really for us back on our side, so that if we need to reestablish the healthy trade that we had with them before, we can. Almost like in the people behind the scenes that are making decisions mind, Biden is blocking us from good relations with a company that we're about to need for something that feels to be like, for example, if COVID flared back up or something and we need testing from a certain country, but they're not happy with us because of Biden, we would need someone else in place to fix that relation. It feels like that's what it is. Like, other countries don't really want to deal with Biden. And it's gotten to the point now where we're out of time and have to show that we're going to switch him out for somebody else. Neighborhood. The neighborhood would be the other countries, and it's upright. So getting them back on our side. All right, next video, 1 second.
I guess just like, what can we expect to see next now that it's been given to the next stage of the process? Seven of Pentacles reversed. Eight of Pentacles. It's close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. So like there's still something else needed to get it to take, almost like an airplane taking off. Like it's almost like it's missing a little gas still. It needs a little bit more push. And I don't know if that necessarily, I don't know if needs more is the right word. It might not be that it needs more, but there is more that's coming. That's going to make it really take off, and it's not going to really take off until that next. I'm seeing like 5 super important news headlines about Biden, like Biden, and then right after that, there's like some, like this was the start of the renewed push, so it's moving forward, but like a progress step, like getting closer to it actually happening, is like right after. There's like 5-ish news headlines that are like, I feel like you'll be able to tell when you see them that that's the 5 that I'm talking about. Like it's going to be like boom, 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 progress towards impeachment. And I know.
So instead of impeachment, it's him stepping down.
There's a bunch right now, but this is like 5 news headlines. Like everything that's happening right now is kind of like a buildup of tension over time. This is like 5 new things.
I'm trying to see if I can find the news headlines. No, they're all about him stepping down. Okay, I'll have to look at that separately. I don't want to take too much time. Actually, let's pull these, see what they are. Can't confirm freedom in reverse. Can't confirm what? Healing and recovery. They can't get a confirmation that anything that they're trying to do to help Biden health-wise is actually going to work. We can't confirm that there's going to be an opportunity for healing with Biden. We can't confirm that things are going to be able to get better. Treason. Oh, so one of the news headlines would be all the stuff about his son. Crossroad in reverse, end of the road. Almost like when they started really pushing about the case with his son, that was marking the end of the road for him. They just had to have the other 4 news headlines fall into place so that it would be this like end of the road. There's nothing else we can do here. Supplier, healing, recovery, alignment, supplier. I feel like they've been trying something to help Biden behind the scenes health-wise, and it was expected or anticipated to work, and it did not. Royalty, danger. And the person that's represented by that emperor is saying, nope, this is only going to get worse. We have to switch this out right now.
But it's because Eight of Pentacles behind the scenes, somebody's working really hard to like, almost like lining up all the dominoes and getting ready to push them over. They're like putting them in place. And then the last 5, the last 5 dominoes that person is going to line up is the first 5 headlines that are going to fall when the dominoes are knocked over. So it's like new things.
What are the 5 dominoes? Government, riot in reverse, science experiments, all the things that they're putting in place so that when Biden had to step down, we're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Drugs, poison in reverse, a treatment not working. I'm telling you, they're treating him for something and it's not working, allegedly, my opinion. They're treating him for something and it's not working. Neighborhood, and everybody that's behind the scenes that's making the decisions knows it. Allegedly.
I'm going to do 2 rows of 4, and then I'll pull some clarifiers. The Hierophant reverse, a difference of opinion. To me, that feels like my party, because the Hierophant Upright would be like an organization or like a group. So in reverse, after that, it's like my own party is working really hard behind the scenes to set up those dominoes because they have someone else to push into my place. 4 of Cups. 5 of Swords reversed. It gives me the energy of like, the example that I'm getting might not be very good considering what just happened with the Titan, but it's the only one I'm getting. It's like a dried up fish or something. Like we've gotten everything we can. We've used him for everything we could use him for. Now it's time to get him out of the way. Especially with 5 of Swords reversed, that's like cutting someone loose. Ace of Pentacles, because someone else is getting ready to step in, and that person is gonna be more of a promise of longevity or something. Like with Biden, it's like you're running again, but you're really not up to par right now, health-wise and mental, like the obvious signs that we can see with our eyes and hear with our ears. This is like someone holds a promise to like, I can pick it up now and I can run with it for the next however many years. It's like that. It's like, Page of Cups reverse underneath of 8 of Pentacles. They're gonna start like how Biden kind of says some off stuff, but they still let him at the microphone. That they're gonna stop doing that. It's like time to pull him back away from the mic now.
Medical emergency in reverse. Time to pull him back away from the mic because we know there's celebrity in reverse, medical emergency in reverse. We know there's no way that we can now cover up the medical issues that are going on behind the scenes that we're trying to paint as COVID or trying to paint as this, but it's really something much bigger that's unable to be hidden. But we don't want to tell you, as in the people, we don't want to tell you all that we've been letting him still be in this position having this issue. I feel like it's something like evil demonic, deep state exposed, our evil plan. Psychic abilities, intuition, medical emergency in reverse. They can try to hide what's going on, but we're seeing signs of it that are very clear. Meeting in reverse, celebrity in reverse, a hidden meeting going on without Biden to take Biden down and replace him. Evil demonic, friend in reverse. I said someone's going to seem like a really good idea and it's not going to be. Deep state in reverse, church in reverse. An evil plan. That the opposite of church, upright evil, deep state. Is it fair to say that what this is saying is there is a bigger and much more sinister plan behind why they spread things out in the way they did to take Biden down in pieces so that they could wait for the right time to put the other person into place? Road, distant journey, because they will go the distance. That's what I said. They are someone who can go the distance. Take it and run with it, I said.
And it's almost like they were going to do that sooner, but they needed him to mess up a little bit more. But then it was like, instead of taking a step forward, I'm going to jump forward. And they were like, oh, that wasn't it. Okay, it's time to pull back. Ace of Wands reversed, taking something back. the other day I said it was like Biden was not caring enough about how things were sounding, not caring enough about that to try and to fix how they were sounding. This is that. This is like, okay, you crossed too many lines. Like the line in the sand was drawn and then you erased it and like made it closer to the enemy. And that's under Hierophant reverse. So it's like, okay, before there was some benefit in kind of letting you fall on your face a little bit to prepare for something else, but now we got to get you out of here. Like that's
the deep state plan that I was just referring to, allegedly, in my
under the
opinion.
Four Cups, Ten of Swords reverse, recovery. Yes, somebody else is about to swoop into the scene with like a cape on or something, like hypothetically.
What is that noise?
Just can't shake this feeling. It's not a person who's already a named candidate. But like, so you know how when Trump ran, it was like kind of stepping into like I know he did stuff, but like politics in the beginning was kind of outside of the scope of what he was doing before to some extent. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. It feels like somebody like that like politics wasn't even their main thing. I mean, maybe it is recently, but like it wasn't always, or it isn't. Because I have this feeling of like, it's me against all the other candidates, which is obvious because that's what it is in a competition like that. But it's like,
Competition.
There's something different about me versus them.
Not me calling the presidential race a competition. Anyway, greed, sad, emotional in reverse, evidence in reverse. I'm happy that people still don't see me for who I truly am, and it makes me feel like I have a good shot in this. Freedom, which is the opposite of how we've been getting this card. We've been getting it in reverse for Biden. So like unable to break free. Communication and couple. Couple could be Harris because technically she was like a couple in that sense with Biden because they were together running mates, okay? Or it could be somebody else whose spouse was already in a more political position than they were. Let's see what else I say here.
Empress. Why do I keep flashing back to Michelle Obama? And I don't know if it's that whoever steps in, she strongly endorses, and that makes a difference in like people giving whoever is the candidate a chance, or it's like I can fix this. I'm night and day different than him. A new quality because I'm not a politician through and through, but I have experience with a politician because I was a first lady. I can't tell if it's her or if it's someone, and then maybe it's like the Bidens end up endorsing this person, and that's a big deal.
Which is happening with Harris.
Because it almost feels like people need to be convinced at first to go with this person, and then it's like it steamrolls into this like really intense support. It's like people are like, huh? And then, oh, okay, I can go with that.
People are like, huh? And then I can go with that. A fair cheating. It's like, I didn't think I would be for this person because it feels like it's wrong to go with this person. Hotel, motel, but they're being passed the key, aka the endorsements. Propaganda, fake news in reverse. We know good about this person, or they were able to hide what was not good about this person. Down the rabbit hole. What would we find down the rabbit hole of who I am referring to in that video? Cover up in reverse, uncovering. We would uncover what about this person? Drugs and poison in reverse. We would uncover that this person had some inside knowledge that whatever Biden was being treated for was not going to actually help him get better, and they've been preparing to step into this role for longer than we know. Witness, yes, they saw clearly. The mask makes me think this is something that's been set up for even longer, but let's keep going.
Let's pull some clarifiers. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Natural causes in reverse.
That's what we got for Biden.
It's the planned. I gave the example the other day of dropping a marble into one of those marble mazes things, and it just goes to the place it's supposed to go to. That's what's happening with Biden's downfall right now.
And what I just was referring to was somebody knew a long time ago that these pieces were going to be in place and that they were going to have a certain time to step forward. So they've been preparing for it, but we don't know about it yet.
Eight of Pentacles and wooded area in reverse. The people are working really hard behind the scenes so that, like when you're on stage and the curtains open, like they want, when the curtains open, everyone to be in the exact place ready for the scene.
That's the dominoes, unnatural causes.
Underwater. There's like the people who were on Biden's side that have now been like, I can't go down with this sinking ship. Before it was like, okay, one step forward, one step back, one step. Now it's like sprinting forward. They're like, Four of Cups, mind control in reverse. There's people who were like going with the flow, kind of not really making a scene, that are going to start to speak up. And that would be timed as well, like planned time. Five of Swords reversed. God. Hold on one second. This makes me feel like it's someone who's going to come in with some kind of really specific solution for a problem that is created from Biden. Like a problem that at least appears from the outside, or really is, whatever, like, so a problem that Biden created and made worse. This person is coming in with a specific solution for that, like that exactly.
So natural causes in reverse, that's the dominoes falling over. Work, Fire in reverse. I'm working really hard to put out the fire that Biden had started. What is the fire? Confirmation health issues. What's the fire? Neighborhood riot in reverse. We don't want everybody to fight about. Danger in reverse. Marriage, wedding, ceremony. Our connection with someone, or our lack of connection with someone, that could lead to a dangerous situation if this country goes against us, and Biden's making it worse, not better. So we need to bring someone else in to fix it. Secret. Is it fair to say that another country is expose us for something if Biden stays in office? And without him in office, we have some kind of wiggle room. So there was a deal made behind the scenes to take him out at a certain time. And the timing of this is helping the US to fulfill our promise to someone so that they don't expose us for something that we don't want the country to know about. Angels, ancestors in reverse. Look, it's the trumpets. They don't want the alarm to be sounded on what? What's the topic of that? Travel. So the other country. Alive. Cult in reverse. They don't want the alarm to be sounded on the fact that there's been somebody else communicating with other countries, and that somebody else knew the whole time that they were going to be stepping into place. But if they come forward with proof, oh, look, this person's been talking to us the whole time knowing that they were going to step into this position. So how could they have known, type of thing? Fired in reverse. Hired. So what I'm saying is, let me try to put this in more simple terms. If another things with them saying, look, Biden's coming out at this time because of the deal that we made, I'll be stepping in, let's try and fix this now. The other country then, in my opinion, said something to the effect of, okay, but if Biden's not out by this time, we're going to expose the fact that you knew about this downfall. And is that fair to say? And then the 5 headlines that I was referencing before would have been a forewarning to the other country. Yes, look, he's coming down. Look, we're sticking to our plan. We're sticking to what we said. Death, representing change in the tarot. We're sticking to the change that we promised you we'd make. As in us to another country.
Ace of Pentacles, ritual. Taking one out to put the other one, taking one candidate out to put the other in this planned unfolding formation type of thing. Page of Cups reverse.
Taking one candidate out to put the other one in place in a, what did I say? A plan. Male in reverse, literally taking Biden out to put blank into place. Routine, typical habits, someone that we would not expect. In a planned, whatever I said. Fire in reverse. The fire, this is the same card we just got, to put out the fire of another country threatening to come after us and expose us for things if we don't stick to our end of the bargain and get Biden out of the running. Desert Mirage in reverse. You see it and it's not there. You don't see it and it is there. The connection between whoever knew they were going to be stepping into place and another country because they knew ahead of time that Biden would be out, and the timing in which that would happen. Allegedly, my opinion.
First, evil in reverse. The people who were able to be fooled before by like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing, or oh, this or that, like those people behind the scenes have put something together that causes them to be like, okay, I can't pretend to be blind anymore. Ace of Wands reverse. Caregiver. Ace of Wands reverse, taking it back. taken back. The person who's, in this case, caregiver Biden would be, supposed to, I guess, be charged with our care of the country. That's being taken back.
Biden's supposed to be in charge of taking care of the country. That's being taken back. We have warning, alarm, and fear in reverse. Trash, get him out of here. We gave you a warning. You have nothing to fear if you stick to the plan, as in another country to the USA. Surveillance in reverse. If you don't want everybody to be privy to the knowledge that we have, that you don't want people to have, you'll stick to your end of the bargain. Give me the energy of the bargain between the U.S. behind the scenes people and another country when it comes to the timing in which Biden would be removed. What's the energy behind that? Evil and demonic in reverse. You want to hide your evil, you'll stick to your end of the bargain. Okay, I'm going to try and finish this video today. I hope, if not tomorrow. I have to go pick up my son though, and I want to kind of get this uploaded because we're already at an hour. I have probably about 5 or 6 more videos to go through in this way, so there will be another part. I will get the Trump and O'Keefe video out as soon as possible as well. Just be a little patient with me this week, please, because it's my son's birthday Wednesday, and then I have a birthday party for him on Saturday. So I'm a little bit focused on making sure all that goes well. So I will be on tomorrow for sure, and Friday for sure. I'm going to try and get as much done in between as I can. But again, Wednesday, I'll be taking the day completely off, so there'll be nothing on Wednesday. And Saturday, the same. Please remember, this is an energy reading. It's all alleged, my opinion, not fact. Let me see how many more videos I have to go through. We're at 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have 14 more videos that mention Biden. So I'm going to see which ones are relevant to this. So there may be up to 14 more clips for us to go to. But we will see how many of them are relevant to this. I'm going to guess about at least 6. So there'll be another video. Again, please remember, this is all alleged, my opinion, not fact. And I will talk to you as soon as possible.